Hi, welcome to Well Rounded Momma's YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. Today I'm joined by Emily. She's one of the student midwives here. She's also our Pilates instructor and a pelvic floor specialist. As we've been talking a little bit about the different types of labor, today we thought we would show you some positions for labor. Thanks for joining us. If you find this video helpful, like, subscribe, ring the bell, share with your friends and family so they can help support you on your best journey into pregnancy. If you watched last week's video, we talked a little bit about how birth is emotional and mental and what kind of a mindset to get in, but there is a part of birth that is physical, right? There is a passenger coming through and they are coming through your pelvis. So there has to be some ideas of what positions and stuff to be in. As we stated in the video, in early labor, we just want you to be distracted. So if you want to rest, rest. If you want to go out and walk around the block, go out and walk around the block. People talk a little bit about curb walking, and that is just kind of changing the consistencies to your pelvis and that movement. So the couple different positions that I want to show you in this video is we want to show you how to lie on your side and still have productiveness happening in your labor. We also kind of want to introduce a birth ball. This is a birth ball. And so birth balls are just exercise balls. So you really can pick them up anywhere and you can get them for as little as $10. It'll be one of the best investments you make in your pregnancy. So if you'll notice when I'm sitting on here, my legs are at a 90-degree angle or close to. This ball probably should be inflated a little bit more for me, but you're not looking to have something that raises it above. It would be better for it to raise below than above because you don't want that ball to scoot out from underneath your foot. Sitting with this allows me to not be able to slouch. So I have perfect posture, my hips are nice and open. I recommend to my clients that whether they are watching a TV show, blow drying their hair, putting on makeup, that they are sitting on a ball doing it. And when you're in labor, you'll find that it's really helpful, and you'll find it helpful in postpartum. It's a really good way to kind of rock baby and move because you have a lot of movement, right? And so by keeping this somewhat deflated, which I prefer to do with my clients, you have the ability to move without losing some of that stability, right? Because you're working on those core muscles.
I probably used my birth ball more in postpartum than I did in labor.
Because you can bounce your cute little baby.
Yeah.
A lot of individuals in early labor will labor on the ball. The other thing I like about the ball is the ability to lean over top of the ball when you're on hands and knees. You'll notice she's just using it to rest, but she's got her hips nice and open. Her knees are shoulder width apart or a little bit wider than that. You want to keep that nice and open so that your body and your baby can have that ability to do whatever they want to do. But this way she can rest in between. And what's nice is if she's in active labor as a birth professional, I have access to her back or her partner has access to her back. So if we're rubbing her back or doing hip squeezes, this is a really good position to do that. Sometimes eventually your knees get kind of tired and you have to do something else. But we have found that a lot of our clients have yoga mats or we can put towels under their knees to kind of help prevent any kind of discomfort. I like that she's kind of organically moved into this position because you notice the closer she brought the ball to her, it changed her position to be more one with gravity. And so there's not really a wrong way to do this because you can go all the way from being in this position to having a neutral spine. This right here is really nice. It might look a little different with you if you have a belly, but what our goal is that we're kind of raising our hips up in the air to allow baby to come out of the pelvis if they need to get into a good position. All three of these positions for your hip and spine are really great and you can do them anytime in labor.
And you can even use this like a pillow for child's pose too to give you a little bit with that belly here. And
you could just stack a couple of your own personal pillows. These are called bolsters and we use them down here because as pregnant humans, you have to do a lot of modifications. I'm going to use this to show you the side lie. We always like to see some type of movement at least every hour. If you're lying in this position and you're comfortable here for an hour, we want you to do something different then. Get in the tub, walk around, switch to the other side. But what's really nice about being in this side lie position, at home, if you don't have a bolster, you'll just use lots of pillows. Even though she's able to rest on her side, she's still allowing there to be change and movement in her hips and allowing that ability to allow a baby to change positions. So her bottom leg is completely extended straight. You might have to have someone help you do that because our tendency is not to want to do that when we're pregnant. And so someone might have to help you pull that. Your top leg is kind of leaned over and you're kind of pushed over top of your belly. This hip right here, you want to stay nice and open, and That's gonna keep these hips nice and open. It's gonna give you some relief, and you have some space here so that as baby descends into the pelvis, you're not uncomfortable. And then she is able to be comfortable on her side. Again, why I like this is if she needs help, you can rub her back and have access to her back. So again, you can even have a partner laying down, sleeping with her, and just taking care of her during her contractions. And so those are kind of some of our favorite poses. Anything I'm missing, Miss Emily?
No, side lying is really the way to go.
People hate it.
It's tough.
Either they love it or they hate it.
Yeah.
But we really see it do its job. Say we get like a plateau, somebody's like 9 centimeters, but baby's not really descending. You know, you're so fatigued, you're so tired. We've definitely made individuals or asked individuals to go up and down the stairs, but honest to goodness, even side lying and keeping those hips nice and open, just like we showed you, is going to be the equivalent. Because for me, it's always a balance between getting somebody rest and keeping them active.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next week. It used to be that you had to specifically look for one that said anti-burst on it. I don't think they make burstable ones anymore. So